a 1-400-year drought. The 47's hammer is what submission is about.
The 47 is the hand of fate. He sat beneath a day palm and he wove a tangled net, a trap of blood and kin that hasn't finished closing yet. Marry your cousin, keep the wealth within the tent, a tribal cage where every drop of loyalty is spent. Muhammad led the way, he tied the knot of blood and bone, to keep the power local and to keep the truth unknown. Keep the goats, keep the gold, keep the daughter in the line, a low trust civilization by a perfect man's design.
14 centuries of breeding in a tight and narrow well, creating a reality that science has to tell. 50% in the village, 60 in the sand, the double recessive shadow moving across the land. The IQ markers falling as the kinship rates arise, a foggy mental landscape under heavy desert skies. When the mind is bound by cousins and the spirit's in a haze, you're trapped inside the circle of the 7th century maze.
Pack your bags and take your kin to a nation across the sea. Claim a new citizenship, but bring the old decree. Ruin the host, drain the well, keep the tribal wall, watching from the inside as the modern towers fall. It's the 1-400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. No more Turkey for the blood, no more the tribal greed. The world is waking up to the poison in the sea. From the bride price in the stable to the low trust street, the biological tragedy is finally complete.
Oh, she's such a lovely bride, she's my sister's only kid. And think of all the goats we'll save, just like the prophet did. Don't worry about the heart defects, don't worry about the brain, as long as all the property stays within the family chain. Low trust, high hate, that's the tribal way. And the 47 47's fire is the price you have to pay.
It's the 1-400-year mistake, the debt you can't repay. The 47th thunder is blowing the dust away. The average is falling, the lights are going dim, all for the sake of the prophet and the tribal whim. February 28th, the ledger is a mess, the end of the empire of the biological stress.
The mind is too slow. The 47 is the last thing you'll know. In the Tehran bunker, the old man sways, counting the minutes of his final days. He watches the screens, the Mar-a-Lago gold, the 47th is vibrant, and Ali is just old. The most famous face, the world's true brand, while a ghost tries to rule a crumbling land. He envies the rally, he envies the roar, so he hides in the shadows and prays for a war. Export the render, he screams to the guard. Make a video where we hit him hard. A deep fake drone in a CGI sky. A pixelated bullet for a digital lie. He can't touch the man, so he clicks on the screen. A desperate posture for a king never seen. Hoping for 3 years, a stupider soul. But the 47th has taken control. Want the gold, they squeeze out the oil at a discount rate. Watching Ali rot at the pillar of state. They weigh his life by the barrel and drum, waiting for the epic fury to come. Flickering light against the kinetic heat of the night. No enrich the core. Just one more year, building a missile out of absolute fear. He gambled on mercy, he gambled on time, but the 47th won't ignore the crime. The render is crushing, the server is dead. Justice is coming in a casing of lead. The video is buffering. The oil is dry. The dragon and the bear just watched you die.
Damp where the shadows play, the Supreme One signs his soul away. He fears the virgin, he fears her light, so he sends the husband in the dead of night. A box of sweets for a mother's grief, the signature of a holy thief. He calls her whore to hide his fear, but the end of the line is drawing near.
The steel in the winter sky. I don't look down, I look up high. Beyond the bars and the clerics lies a different fire begins to rise.
They told me God had turned his face, that I was lost in this hollow place. But the thunder speaks a different tongue, a song of justice for the young.
The 47th watches from across the sea. He heard the prayers of the Zans and AG. The red lines crossed, the dice are cast. The age of the mullahs is breathing its last. The 47th thunder hit the terror night, answering the with the blinding light. No more marriage, no more chains. The fire falls to wash the stains. The compound crumbles, the tyrant is gone. A cinematic end to a bloody dawn. From the streets of Isfahan to the White House door, the monster of Tehran won't speak no more.
Offered rape in a shroud of black. Trump offered fire in the country back. One used a loophole to steal a soul, the other used a hammer to take control.
February 28th, the ledger is clear. The end of the trauma. The end of the
is at rest. The eagle has spoken from the heart of the west. The whores are now queens, the marriage is dead. The crown of the mullahs is broken at last. The sweets are bitter. The fire was sweet. The 47th made the victory complete.
They say the Quran's straight from above, every word from the mouth of God's love. And it tells me the gospel is light, and to judge by what's in it, that's right. So I open it up and read what it says. Jesus died and he rose from the dead, but your book says no, he never died. So which one's true? Somebody lied.
So what far says to follow the word given to Christians straight from the Lord.
Surah 10 says if you're unsure,
Ask the people who knew it before.
but our gospel says Jesus is Lord.
Crucified, risen.
That's what's stored. Who told you to judge by it if it's broken? Call it life, then claim it was stolen. You can't play both sides with one story. Your claim clashes down in all its glory. In our scriptures, older than yours, written down long before Muhammad's tours.
So tell me, friend,
What do you choose? If you kick both, then both you lose. If the gospel is true, the Quran is wrong. If it's false, then why does it play along?
and if God's word can never be changed, who corrupted
And who arranged?
can hold a sword and preach about peace, can affirm the word when quality cease. The house won't stand if the walls are flawed. Truth beats one.
It doesn't twist. This is the paradox. You cannot despair.
Can't hold a sun and preach about peace, can affirm the word when quality cease. The house won't stand if the walls are flawed. Truth is one.
It doesn't twist. This is the paradox. You cannot dismiss.
Can't hold a
You cannot dismiss.
Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Dawah is the art of the lie. Audit starts now. Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Muhammad is the perfect example. Dawah is the art of the lie. Audit starts now! Allah is the greatest of deceivers. Sauda went out to the open field, answered the call where the secrets are sealed. Umar was lurking, watching the gate. I recognized you, Sauda. He couldn't wait. He wanted the curtain, he wanted the veil, so he creeped in the shadows to finish the tale. He told the prophet, make them cover their face. And Allah sent a verse to save Umar's grace. Quran loop is a self-made cage. What turn as a dead on the perfect page? If the book is true, then the book is a lie. Assumed to surrender as the facts go by. It's a circular snap, a theological trap. The Quran audit is a total collapse. Surah 41 says the earth came first. 2 days for the dirt, then the heavens burst. 79 says the sky was the lead. After that he spread the earth. That's what you read. Which one is it? Which way does it flow? A clear book doesn't seem to know. Every excuse you give just adds a new contradiction. The homie prophet can't read the line, claiming the Injil is a mirror divine, but he denies the cross, denies the spear. The spoon is a lie to cover the field. The Injil's is finished. The Quran says look alike. A 600-year lag on a theological strike. You can't confirm what you're trying to erase. The gospel is beyond it that spits in your face. And the messenger waits for a celestial sign while Toby walks in looking mighty fine. It's Gabriel's face, a convenient disguise for the biological stain that the rag never lies. Small hands at the basin scrubbing the grace. A child cleaning tracks of a human embrace. If the angel is spirit, why is there a crust? Scouring the evidence of a prophet's lust. Zero single in the minaret. You're offline face in the park while the sun takes that ass. You hijack the Torah, skull the Hebrew king's bed. Now the ghost of Medina are inside your head. Abraham was a Muslim, that's a desperate reach. Like claiming the ocean was burst by the beach. Logic is the friction, and you're starting to burn. Before dawn, there was the moon and the stone. 360 around the throne. Courage bowed the Yubo, the Lord of the rain. The messenger took the idol and changed the name. From Baal to Allah, the lineage is clear. The same black stone, the same tribal fear. Sudded by the source text Zabiba. Extinguished.
Yo, Muhammad, look me in the eye through the 7th century mist. You're holding a perfect book with a logic killing twist. You told the world the gospel was the light and the true path, and you brought a different story and you brought the desert wrath. If the gospel is the word, then your revelation fails. It's a ship with no rudder and 1,000 broken sails. You're the ear that heard too much but understood too little, leaving your own perfect verse brittle in the middle.
How can you confirm a book that calls your prophecy a crime? You're a criterion that's failing for the very first time. You said Allah preserves the word, that no man can change the ink. Then you said the gospel's altered just to keep your ship from sink. If it's altered, then Allah is weak and couldn't keep the light. If it's not, then you're a liar in the middle of the night. It's a checkmate in the desert, it's a self-inflicted scar. You're just a man with pagan roots reaching for a star. You bow to the cranes, you bow to the stone, because you couldn't stand to face the Meccan sun alone. Loud now, who's the daughters you embraced before a satanic verse was conveniently erased?
The 47 Thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. Statistically impossible, the noise inside the wire. The axis of resistance is a funeral pyre. From Babylon and in, and for the signals coming through. The 47's hammer brought the ending just for you. Oh, look at you, messenger, with your cousins in a row, building a low trust empire where the minds can never grow. Marrying the child, marrying the kin, while the average IQ is drowning in the sin. Goats for a bride price, 1/400 years of fog, while you called a man's best friend a shaitan and a dog. Your dilemma is you, the dilemma is deep, and the 47th is waking up your sheep. 47th Thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah's crying, but it's 20 years too late. The Criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Higaz is marked with a F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The dismantling of the Mullah is finally complete.
And prove yourself a lie. The 47 owns the Iraqi sky. Ooh.
Beneath the shadow of the Kaaba, before the black stone, the daughters of the desert sat upon a pagan throne. Oh, let Alusa and the third one mannered the roots of the ritual, the ghost in the blood. The prophet was lonely, the Quraysh were cold, so he looked at the idols and he did as he was told. He bowed to the stones and he whispered the line, trying to make the pagan gods something divine.
These are the exalted grains the prophet declared, while the pagans of Mecca stood silent and stared. Their intercession is over. He cried to the sun, integrating the many into the one. But the angel came back with a lash, and this thing saints hate him. Put those words on the tongue of the king to rip and excuse of a compromise made. The foundations of Mecca built in the shade.
From the moon on the flag to the stone in the wall, the pagan foundations are starting to fall. The 47th thunder is peeling the pain, revealing the sinner inside of the saint. It was Satan's verse in the prophet's mouth, the wind of the north and the dust of the south. You bow to the goddesses to save your own head, then blame the devil for the words that you said. The 47th is fire, the light in the dark, hitting the copper and leaving a mark. The pagan roots are the truth of the tree, and the truth is the thing that's setting us free. Oops, I forgot those verses weren't real. I was just trying to close a political deal. Satan jumped in and he whispered a song, and I'm infallible, so I couldn't be wrong. Just a man in a cave with a shadow on the wall, waiting for the 47th to end it all. trains have flown. The stone is just cold. The 47 is the only story told.
The eagle's shadow is a mile wide, so the coward looks for a place to hide. He can't reach the west, he can't reach the shore, so he bleeds the nations right next door. 7 flags burning in a desperate rage, the final act on a bloody stage. He's striking at brothers to prove he's a man before the 47th clears the sand. He tells the soldier, don't fear the lead, there's a garden waiting for the holy dead. But he doesn't promise a woman grown, he promises a seed that's barely sown. He quotes the tidings of the 78th verse, a theological bribe, a spiritual curse. Chasing the cower Abe, the budding prize, with the hunger of a monster in his eyes. Don't call them companions, don't hide the age, read the literal ink on the classical page. It's not full-breasted, that's a velvet lie to hide the horror from a western eye. The neighbors for a budding dream, but the 47th thunder heard the scream. No more coward, no more 10-year-old toys, just the end of the mullahs and their holy boys. The 7 Nation strike was your final breath, now you're face to face with a kinetic death. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead, for the child thief and the lies he spread. But the protrusion of youth, the budding breast is the ugly truth. 10, 11 or 12 years old, a paradise of children, or so you're told. You envied the 47th, his life and his name, but you're just a predator in a religious game. Thunder hit the terror night, answering your martyrs with the blinding light. The compound is ashes, the bunker is cold, the dragon and bear have let go of their hold. The 7 Nation strike was your final mistake, now the world is awake for the liberty's sake.
The tigress is rising, the shadow is gone. Baghdad is awaking to a 47th dawn. For 20 years trapped in a Persian vice, paying the mullahs a martyr's price. But they saw the fire on the Tehran-Nike. They saw the Supreme One vanish from sight. Now the militias are shaking, the cell phones are cold. The story of resistance is officially old.
Look at the coast where the citrus used to grow. Gaza is silent under the ISF glow. No more tunnels for the Persian king.
No more children for the Khyber sting. They promised you victory, they promised you land, then left you to die in the rubble and sand. While Ali was counting his pixels and gold, the people of Gaza were traded and sold. From the Al-Aqsa gates to the Babylon wall, the idols of Tehran are starting to fall. Iraq's looking west past the smoke and the fear. The Abraham echo is finally here. The bridge is open from Zion to Iraq. The 47th thunder, there's no turning back. Gaza is breathing, the border is still. The end of the mullah, the end of the thrill. You lashed at the 7, you bombed your own school. But the 47th broke every resistance rule.
Oh, Iraq was our brother, Gaza was our heart, until the B-2s tore the bunker apart. Now Baghdad is calling for a desk and a chair to sign on the line while there's peace in the air.
No more Takia, no more
The only thing left is the kinetic field. Turning back, the mullah is ashes, the bunker is cold. The future of Babylon is starting to unfold. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The liberation of the crescent is finally complete.
Gaza is awaking.
Baghdad is free. The 47th wrote the history.
Hey yo, let's do the math, let's check the ledger of the sand. 500 million warriors standing in the land. 500 million voices screaming at a single wall. But the wall is still standing, and the warriors look small. You got the numbers of the ocean, the weight of the tide, but you're led by the sterile and you're paralyzed by pride. One little nation, 9 million in the sun, and you're 500 million, and you haven't won. slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls that the laborers of old, for the virility and fertility that the travelers told. The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. But the architect of the void just pulled the final plug, leaving the mullahs drowning in the hole they dug.
You claim the victory, you claim the divine decree, but you're drowning in the logic of a world you cannot see. The Iron Sovereign is coming through the wire. The great apostasy is the only thing on fire.
The towers are falling, the signal is dead. A half-billion lives are hanging by a thread. The pale horse president just rewrote the code, while the axis of failure explodes on the road. From the sterile desert sand to the silicon sky, the prophet of the numbers is watching them die.
And it feels so good, babe. And it feels so good. Oh, look at us, we're 500 million strong, but we've been singing the satanic verse for way too long. Our kids are in the rubble, our mullahs are in the hole, because a low trust culture has no kinetic soul. 50 to 1 and you're still asking why.
The towers are falling, the signal is dead.
The architect of void is inside your head.
Criterion is broken, the ear is finally deaf.
The ledger of the Hydras is marked with the F.
February 28th, the fire was sweet.
The erasure of the mullah is finally complete. Half a billion warriors, the Iron Sovereign owns the night. Feels good. Feels good.
Hey, yo, Muhammad, let's get surgical, let's talk about the seed. A messenger with a biological void and a desperate need. You couldn't Cyrus under carry on the name, so you played a shell game with Zay just to hide the shame. Importing in the bloodline, so you broke the orphan's law. A revelation just to cover up your basic human flaw. You took his wife, you wiped his name. You left the boy a ghost just to feed the ego of the sterile Medina.
Bred by the slaves in the shadow of the heat, looking for the strength that you couldn't keep sweet. You sought out the owls that the laborers of old, the virility forever did a traveler's toll.
The custom of the weak, seeking power from the strong, trying to fix a bloodline that was broken all along. You took the virility of men and make your own word, but the stability of the
It was a biological quirk.
still no sun, still no air, just a desert full of doubt. The owls couldn't help you find a way out. You tried to manufacture what you couldn't produce, but the 47's cable just cut the power loose. If the die. Just like your prophet, you're the end of the plot. Marry your cousins, keep the IQ in the mud, but you can't survive the 47's flood. Sterile logic, sterile blood, a 1-400-year drought. The 47's hammers what submission is about. The 47's hammers what submission is about. The 47th thunder just leveled the Baghdad gate. The Ayatollah siege just led to kinetic fate. The Crarion is broken, the ear is finally deaf. The ledger of the Hijaz is marked with the F. February 28th, the fire was sweet. The erasure of the Mullah is finally complete. No suns in Medina, no suns in the gate. The 47 beats the hand of fate.
The eagle is circling, the sky is turning red. The supreme one is hiding with a price upon his head. He can't reach the west, he can't touch the shore, so he breaks all the windows in the house next door.
7 nations bleeding under Terran's hate. A blind man's tantrum at the pillar of state.
He quotes the tidings of the 78th sun, where the cowhide wait and the vineyards are fine. Not companions in bloom, but the budding prize. 10-year-old children for a martyr's eyes.
A theological bribe, a Takia lie to keep the boys dying under the Persian sky. Let's hear it for the IRGC's best. A flailing missile put to a clumsy test. It wobbled out the silo with the pathetic groan, then dropped its payload on a school of their own.
It was the Jews, they shrieked to the BBC, searching for deals and for global pity. But the satellites watched the trajectory of shame, a self-inflicted wound with nobody to blame.
Ports of Kuwait to the Yemen, the desperate lashing of a soul in flight. He gambled on a stupid king, he gambled on the time, but the 47th thunder won't ignore the crime.
You struck at the neighbors, you lashed at the blue, but the 47th thunder is fucking real for you. Operation Epic Fury, the hammer of lead for the child thief and the lies he spread. No more kawaii, no more paradise toys.
bar, she's laughing in the dust. She didn't need a missile, she didn't need trust. Just a gift of poison lamb and a test for a king. I feel my heart snapping. Did you feel the sting? The prophet died in a fever, a miserable end, while the dog you called unclean was man's only friend. The render is failing, the oil is dry, the dragon and the bear just said goodbye.
You struck at the neighbors, you lashed at the blue, but the 47 thunder is fucking real for you. The compound is ashes, the bunker is cold, the keys to the city have been bought and sold. February 28th, the ledger is clear. The end of the drama, the end of the
The sweets are bitter, the fire was sweet, the 47 made the victory complete.
The gate is locked, the curtain is drawn, but the servant is waiting for the light of the dawn. Muhammad looks up, he sees the shame, he invents a ritual to change a man's name. Suck the breast 5 times, Muhammad's decree to forge a new bond and set the lust free. A grown man kneeling, a biological lie to satisfy Muhammad as the logic goes dry.
The right salute, the Foster Ridge trap, Muhammad's patch for a moral collapse. Drink from the source to stay in the room. A child man born from Muhammad's womb. It's the vanity of the breast, the low trust test. The perfect example has failed the rest.
Salah is worried, Salim is the threat, but Muhammad has a move they won't soon forget. Breastfeed the adult, he says with a grin, a physical ritual to bypass the sin. The messenger watches as the nature recalls to keep the house clean while the dignity boils. If the heart is the target, why the breast and the face? Muhammad's solution is a human disgrace. Grace.
I wake at dawn, it's 5 a.m. I'm praying on my knees 5 times a day. I bow my head to Allah's grand decrees. Got 99 names running through my brain. I chant them loud and shrill. From 114 chapters, I plot to give the West a thrill. With my AK-47, I dream 24/7 of Kawaii beef, fair and sweet. When I'm 25 and gone, I'll trade this life for paradise in an AK-69 surprise. A jazz jukebox singing my victory song. I seek the ones who haven't bloomed, the Moraic in their prime. Between 10 and 12, the sacred age outside the reach of time. With budding forms and eyes of black, just as the surahs say. The perfect prize for a martyr soul who throws his life away. I see them infidels dancing free in their unholy glow, sipping whiskey, loving sin where Sharia don't go. On 9/11, my brother's grin took 2 towers to the floor. Now I load my clips and hum their hymn. I'm knocking on the door with my AK-47. I dream 24/7 of Kawaii, fair and sweet. When I'm 25 and gone, I'll trade this life for paradise in an AK-69 surprise. A jihad jukebox singing my victory song. Well, I reckon I'm a soldier, a martyr in my mind. Got my turban tight, my trigger light, and my Quran underlined. I memorize the surahs, all of them in a row, and whisper 99 names so sweet while the bombs are set to blow. I see them planes, I hear the screams. 9/11 is my pride. Now at 25, I'll take my dive with Allah as my guide. I'll storm the gates, my vest strapped tight. At 25, I'll fly, screaming Allahu Akbar, loud as bullets light the sky. I dance with Kawaii maidens there in a AK-69 spree. Up there, a paradise of endless lust just waiting there for me. Expected Kawaii virgins all smiling and sweet, but now I'm down here feeling the heat. No paradise, just fire and cry. Satan's giving me the AK-69 surprise. Police be upon him, is on the run again, swapping out the almighty for a stone cold spin. He's dusting off you about the idol in the hall. The false prophets logic, one God fits all, but the math doesn't track and the history is thin when your Allah is just Shuba with a brand new skin. 6 centuries later, copied the Hebrew line, facing Jerusalem, claiming the same design. But the Jews saw the cracked bottle, laughed at the mimicry, mocking the prophet and his borrowed ministry. In a fit of rage, he turned his back on the rock. Retaliation for the tribes who dared to mock. He pivoted the prayer to Mecca Stone Square, back to Yubal's house as if God were there. A fool in disguise, leading astray. His lies and deceit will never stay. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. He preaches of darkness in a pagan parade, dressing up the idols in a new masquerade. He kept the black stone and the 7 circuit spin. mode. There's a magic we branded as sin. From the daughters of Allah to the crescent moon's glow. It's just ancient heathens running the show. His followers dwindling as his facade cracks exposed. As a fraud, there's no turning back. Look up at the minaret, what do you see? The crescent of the moon, got the pagan pedigree. He tried to cut a deal with the three sublime grains, worshiping the daughters to ease his own pains. But he called it a slip when the pressure got high. Just another layer of the prophet's big lie. From the moon on the roof to the stone on the floor, it's the same old U-boat knocking at the door. No, no, it's more. The false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Oh no, the false prophet of all time, Lord of the flies, feeding on the refuse and the grime. His words are poison, his teachings are crime, but we won't be swayed by his deceptive rhyme. For the truth of Jesus will forever shine. Wombo.
Zabiba. Zabiba. Yeah. Keep your head down. Gladiator. You're missing everything. Zabiba, I got a big Zabiba. Forehead looking like a cocoa bean. Praise be to Allah, I'm a Sajada machine. I hit that rug like 5 times a day. Now my dome got something righteous to say. I'ma walk by, he give me that nod, cause my head look like I had buttered God. It's dark, it's round, it's kinda intense. People asking if I walked into a fence. Nah bro, it's the mark of the prostrate. A certified Suju gladiator. Sister looking like mashallah. She see the bump, she drop a shot. Even my barber said, what's this crater? Told him that's the path to my creator. Zabiba, Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba, Zabiba, Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba, Zabiba, Zabiba. I got a big Zabiba, sweating on my sajada like I'm in a gym. And I do it all for Allah, not the whim. Suju gladiator, you're just a victim of the friction. A biological byproduct of a desert-born fiction. You're bragging about a callus like it's tactical gear, but while your nose is in the dust, the truth is nowhere near. You call it a path, but it's a circle in the sand. A mark of a man who surrendered his hand. A crater isn't holy, it's a symptom of the grind. A physical scar for a captive of the mind. So keep that forehead pressed, don't you dare look up while you're drinking the sauce from a poison cup. If you're down on the ground, you're losing the view now. You're an easy target for a zutton or two. One slip, one slide, and you're out of the game with a permanent bruise and a prophet to blame. The mark of the prayer is a bullseye at night. You got zutted in the darkness while seeking the light.
Welcome to the low trust loop, the high anger cycle. The bump on your head is your only survival. You don't need a brain when you've got a callus to show a signal for the tribe, so the rest of them know he's one of us. Look at the mark on his face.